Hello, so this is an exercise to see what wingbacks would Amory really uh, have into consideration going into the future and uh, to try and make his best team uh, available according to his ideas. So the wingbacks would have to be fast acceleration, pace. We have to have some dribbling ability going forward, agility, balance to keep good hold of the ball and play well on the wing. Would have to bomb forward on the off ball. We have to have crazy stamina. Would have to be good defensively and would have to have some sort of technique. And to do that, they wouldn't be able to be just defenders. For a proper wing back, they would have to be midfielders as well. So what I achieve here is on the on the left hand side, Aaron Hickey can play both at Brentford. He's a good Scottish young promising guy. He's been in Italy, I believe, in Bologna, so he's got experience. Uh, Walker Peters, same thing, can play both sides. He's actually right-footed, so he'd be more fitted for the right-hand side. Then here we go into the interesting stuff. Alejandro Balde from Barcelona. He'd probably be too hard to get. Ben Chilwell from Chelsea, which is currently doesn't have a spot in Chelsea's team because of this guy here, Marco Corella. Marco Corella would be an astonishing uh, purchase if Man United can get him, along with Alfonso Davies. He's actually running his contract. Uh, so I believe Alfonso Davies is probably priority number one at this point. If they can get this guy, they'll be completely sorted. Look here, technique, strength, tackling, passing, pace, lots of pace, agility, balance, all the things you want to see, crossing, dribbling. Dorgu, who is this guy? He's slightly not as good. From Lecce, Danish guy from Lecce. Then you got from Leverkusen, Alejandro Grimaldo, which is a pretty good, amazing guy. He scores a lot, he assists a lot, he scores free kicks. He's just a crazy player. Then you'd have other options like Ian Matson and Aston Villa. He also looks like crazy good here on this game. Tarek Mitchell, again, he looks crazy good. He's not as good on dribbling, crossing as some of the other options. Technique is not as good. He's solid. He bombs forward with the 14 off the ball. Acceleration is top level and pace. Uh, then Udogi, I don't think they get a player like that. David Raum from Leipzig. It's possible. It's not impossible. But again, I'm not sure they get a German guy. It doesn't seem like they've got any German people at the moment. You wouldn't fit well into the mix. Troffer, young French guy, could do that position in an heartbeat. Okay, to recapitulate, uh, so these are more like traditional midfielders. These guys here. Of course, who wouldn't want Karachuelia? He's amazing, right? But he's not the guy that's gonna be defending as well. You want a guy that can defend, that has the D there, and can go into attacking areas. So what you want really is an Alfonso Davies guy. Something like that would be totally amazing. But obviously there's some ties with the Barcelona manager that already knows him really well. He probably would go to Barcelona, I believe. Uh, Here in the game he renewed for Bayern. So for the right hand side you'd have other options for TAA, but they never move from Liverpool to Man United. So you have to look elsewhere. You'd have to be looking at people that are in Bournemouth, for instance. Denzel Dumfries. He would be an amazing, astonishing move for them, I believe. That's just my personal opinion. Or Jeremy Frimpong with 20 pace, 20 acceleration, 19 technique. He can defend as well. Dribbles, crosses. He's all over the place. Jeremy Frimpong. This guy belongs to Sturm Graz, Bosnian. Special. Obviously, there's this guy. He's one of the best right backs in the world. Currently playing at PSG. It's very hard to believe that you would go for a team not playing the Champions League. Uh, Man United really need to get into the Champions League so they can get access to the better players. Aaron Hickey already looked at him. Is really decent for the right hand side. Joshua Kimmich, he has become more of a defensive midfielder center, but he's an absolutely amazing player all around. And he's leaving Bayern at the end of this year. Tino Livramento, uh, he could be he could do a job, definitely. Um, who else? We already talked about him. This guy from Bournemouth. Not sure if you're aware of him. I'm not. Werder Bremen. This guy has been relegated to second team, but he looks amazing to me. Doesn't cross really well, but apart from that, got excellent pace. And here we find gold again. Zaire Emery. He's just amazing. Look at this. Overall teamwork, work rates, technique, tackling, tackles a lot, positioning, bombs forward with a 17 off the ball. Off the ball means movement forward, really. Uh, 17 pace, 19 dribbling, 18 crossing, agility. So let's imagine at the end of the season, Man United finish second. Who would want to come out of those people? So we're looking at Nuno Mendes. For some reason, he's not happy at PSG. He already moved. In the game, he moves every single time. It's Portuguese uh, stable house. Obviously, Amorim already worked with him, so I think it would be a pretty good fit. Nuno Mendes. Dorgu is the young guy from Lecce. Ait Nouri, we all know him from Wolves. So these are the best possibilities, I think. Nuno Mendes and Ait Nouri. For the right hand side, uh, we got Dumfries, Stijan Gazibor. He's not a world class player, this guy, but Araujo. He could be. He could become a world class player, Araujo. So my favorite guys are Dumfries. He was a PSV guy. Would he leave Inter for Man United though? If Man United are strong and into the Champions League, anything is possible. So Dumfries and the other guy on the left, Ait Nouri or Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes would be the better option, but Ait Nouri possibly is a possible option. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed. Uh, this was an exercise uh, into wing backs. Dallo is too defensive. I don't think he's gonna make it. Looking at the current squad, stamina of Tyrell Malacia, and he's also just left back. He's got physical issues. Mazarawi could play that role, especially on the right hand side. He seems to be agile enough. Ball conduction is not too bad. For the right hand side, you'd also have people like that, Diallo, but with worse stats or attributes for defensive wise, with the low position, low tackling, low strike. Okay, Ahmed Diallo, Ahmad Diallo, actually. Garnacho, could he play the wing? I put him to play the wing here, and he did great. But on real life, I don't think he's the kind of player that would come back and defend as well. Look at his tackling ability, 9. His positioning ability, only 11. Uh, could Mount do that role? He's crazy good everywhere. Anthony actually has a lot of positioning. I know people laugh about this, but he's not too bad as a defensive wingback. So right guys, the team we see here is the current reality, uh, and that's the team we have to go forward this season. Try and achieve something like this, something like a second spot or anywhere in between the first four would be good. We were uh, 4 points behind. Now we are 6 points behind. It's not a completely impossible task. Who knows? The team might start playing well. It's just one of those things. You can never know. It's unknown, unknown, unknown. Right, guys. See you next time. Bye bye. Relax, enjoy. Take care.